Next question is from SL Ward 80. Is it overkill to take my resistance bands to work and do some small intermittent workouts during my downtime?
Not only is it
mean
not
trigger
overkill,
sessions?
Oh yeah,
I know this was like a nice little softball.
They must not be following the program.
no. This not only is this not overkill. This is one of the best things you could possibly do for your body.
Yep.
It will blow you away. I don't care what your workout is, by the way. So trigger sessions. This is what they're kind of explaining. What trigger sessions are found in MAPS Anabolic. But honestly, I don't care what program you follow. I don't care if you follow our programs, if you do your own program, if you follow an athletic program. Do this, try it out, watch what happens. It's literally like, imagine if all workouts were different cars. Throw a turbo on, what happens? They all get faster. So it doesn't matter what you do. Now here's the key with this. These small intermittent band workouts need to be low intensity. What you don't want to do is have hard workouts all day long.
You don't want to blow the motor.
Yeah, you're just gonna overtrain. But if they're low to moderate intensity, you're going through just ranges of motion, you're getting a little bit of a pump, you're just moving, you'll notice faster recovery, better pumps, you'll get stronger faster, and you'll build muscle faster, and you'll burn body fat even faster. Also, here's another benefit. Let's imagine if none of that happened. Let's imagine all those amazing benefits I just listed didn't actually happen, although they do. Here's another benefit to doing this. You have energy all day long. Yeah. That was something I had no idea, but I noticed when I would do my trigger sessions throughout the day, because I used to work so many hours, right? I get to work at 8 a.m. Oftentimes I would leave at 8 or 9 p.m. I had a small personal training studio, and so I was just there all the time. And when I would do these trigger sessions throughout the day, so many times it would be like noon, like, oh my God, I do not feel like doing a trigger set. But I would do it, and then I'd feel energized, and I would feel productive, and I'd think sharper, and I'd do a better job as a trainer. So if you sit at a desk, man, I don't care if you have no exercise goals. Do this, and you'll perform better at your job as well.
No, it's interesting because I was always trying to explain active recovery to clients. And so even myself personally, like in between really hard workouts, I would make sure to just move around. And I always thought like, as long as I get in certain ranges of motion and I move my body around, I can get better blood flow. And that's going to help sort of, restore my body and provide me with, more energy going into the next day, which is true and which was great. But now adding, rubber bands into that too, and getting that kind of like low intensity contraction to really pump that blood into the muscles, was a totally different experience. It charged it even more, and gave me, an added bit of performance even more so, going back to the workout. So it was very, very interesting. And it's one of those things, we can talk about it to death, but until you actually do, some of these like short workouts and you're very consistent with it, you're going to see what that does. It's amazing.
If I want to get ripped fast, trigger sessions. It's like nothing compares to trigger sessions for getting lean in a hurry. Bands are great because you can attach them at different angles, so you have like a huge variety of exercises.
Yeah.
And what I would do for
it's
me,
not very damaging either.
No, not at all. It's like I said, they facilitate recovery. What I would do is I would do one exercise per major muscle group. So I'd go rows, presses, overhead presses, curls, extensions, and then I do like some lunges for my legs, and then that would be my workout. And it would be literally 8 minutes long max, kind of low intensity. Another way you could do it is you could just focus on 2 or 3 muscle groups that you need special emphasis on. So, I want to bring up my hamstrings, I want to bring up my back and my shoulders. Okay, so do a few rounds of just those body parts. But personally, I advocate for whole body because I think there's a whole body signal that it sends. And in my experience, that seems to be the most effective way to do them.
I use three rounds of a circuit. So I would do one exercise. So, like you said, chest flies, body weight squats, band, lateral raises, rows. But I would do 15 to 20 reps, no rest between each exercise. The only time I get rest is after I do the whole full body one time, give myself about a minute or something like that for the heart rate maybe to come down a little bit, and then I go through again. I do that 2 times, you're done. And you're done in that in 8 minutes. It's so quick. I think the only mistake I see with trigger sessions or applying this is we have a tendency to want to do more.
Yeah, you want to make it a workout.
Yeah. And my goal is actually not to sweat during this. It's like literally I want to get a little bit of a burn and a pump from it.
That's it.
That's it. And it should not be struggling to get each rep out. You should not be sweating from it. You do not need to make this super intense. You'd be far better off actually doing it a couple times a day than going really, really hard at it.